Hey, what's up? Wrong person? Live again? Yep. I ran out of time earlier, and I didn't even get to finish the special program. So, yeah. Hey, Mr. Nice Live guy, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Good to see you back again. I don't know if you're coming back to Genshin or if you've been, if you've taken a break or if you're never coming back again. But if you are ever coming back, 5.0. I'm gonna say this right now, 5.0. Perfect time to come back. Full time job now. Oh, okay. Wait, you're. Oh yeah. Wait. I think. I don't think that was you. No, that wasn't you, right? You graduated already. I remember someone saying that like their graduation was the same day as their birthday. I don't. I think that was you, but I also don't think that was you. I think that was someone else. But oh, that was you. Oh, that was you. Okay, okay. I guess all right. My memory hasn't failed me yet. I guess. Feeling me sad to find out Kazu and Shogun aren't running together. Sad to find out why. Isn't that a good thing? Like they're at least they're on separate banners. So like if you want to get one, like both of them, they're pretty close, right? Because they're in the same patch, but at least like they're spaced out apart. Like it gives you a slightly better chance to get both of them. Saracons on C2. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, okay. I gotcha, I gotcha. Are there any good DPSs coming in Natlan? Ahmed, that question is yet to be answered. I'm sure theory crafters who also look at leaks can give you a very good answer for that. As for me, I'm no theory crafter. I'm what most of the community refers to as a feels crafter. I don't know how to do the Genshin math. Plus the fact that I don't look at leaks, so I can't answer that question really. All I can say is that like I could just go by what people talk about. And typically what people talk about is like, oh, like this is annoying. Like, they nerfed her. Like, stuff like that. Right. But whenever people complain or whenever people are excited, I can just hear how people feel about something. And by something, and like, those are the leaks. So yeah. A lot of people seem to be kind of looking forward to Molani, but also I heard for quite some time that people were disappointed quite a bit by like something like apparently she was nerfed or something. Anyway, I have work today, but I did get prayed on Wednesday. Prayed? Oh, paid. Okay, Wednesdays. Wednesday. What day was Wednesday? Um, on the 14th. Isn't that an unusual time to get paid? I don't know. It's. I mean, like, I don't think I've ever had a job that's paid on the 14th. My first ever job had a slightly unusual um, payment period. It was on the 5th and the 20th, but it was really nice. It was really nice because it meant that, oh, hey, thanks for the super, Mr. Nice Live Guy. I have to go to work, RJ. Wish I can start longer? Oh, stay longer. Okay, I'm assuming this is the typo. What the? I didn't even, dude. Mr. Nice Live Guy. I didn't even look at how much that was. Just okay. Yo, really, thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Oh man. Anyway, sorry to hear you gotta go. Oh, hey. I know like you seem to be the type of guy who has like some free cash lying around. So I don't know if you care about 300 primos, but it's in the like pin message, primo gem codes. Just in case you didn't know, Today was the special program for 5.0. And that goes for everyone. Like all of you guys. Pinned message in YouTube chat. Primo Gem codes from the 5.0 special program about 10 and a half hours ago. Anyway, have a good day at work, Mr. Nice Life Guy. Take care, man. And thanks for stopping by. Yeah, and thanks again for the super, man. Appreciate it, Superman. It sounds weird. I don't think have I ever heard people I don't think I've ever heard a streamer say thanks for the super, man. It's just like it sounds really natural, but like now that I put it together, it sounds really weird. So much groceries. I know, right? That's that's like that's like 3 to 5 weeks of groceries. That's actually like for real. Like actually a big deal. I was able to do one half of this in like 30 seconds with my Navia team, but I didn't manage to even clear floor 11 with what? One half of the abyss in like 30 seconds. Clear floor 11 with the other. Okay, well, Ahmed, it sounds like you know what your priorities are already. It sounds like you know what your priorities are from this point on. Anyway, okay, I haven't finished the special program. Um, you guys are probably super excited because you guys probably already saw the special program earlier today. All I've managed to find out, like, obviously, like some of the smaller quality of life changes, like world level. Well, I wouldn't say they're quality of changes, but like changes, like world level 9. Oh, there was like so apparently regional specialties can be tracked now in game, like not just not on like their browser map or something, but like actually in game. Oh, increased drops on specters, Nobushi and Kairagi, and some ruin enemies, and I think Whopper flowers. And biggest thing ever. Okay, obviously this one's a pretty big one. I think, like from what I remember, someone said like like primo gems from chests are going to be doubled. Like look at this. Like you guys can see this, right? My guy opened up like a luxurious chest from his shrine, gave 80 primos. From what I remember, I think that usually only gives like 20 or sorry 40. And the biggest deal so far that I've seen is that sanctifying thing, an item, I guess, that allows you to pick the main stat and the substat of your artifacts. How cool is that? Like someone in chat literally said I was singing earlier. I mean I don't think I was singing, but he said he heard singing from me. So like yeah, it happened. Finally happened. Also, there's a lot of coin, brother. Oh yeah, absolutely. And like, really though, I think I think Mr. Nice Live Guy already left. Much appreciated. Really, I think that's like 3 to 5 weeks worth of groceries right there. That's why I was asking if there were any new DPSs coming. Lost 50-50, and now confirmed on the next. You said Navia team. Okay, well, Hamid. Okay. How about just a straight up national team? You said it was your Navia team, right? Navia doesn't need Xingqiu, Bennett, or Xiangling. Well, you can use them with Xiangling. But if you aren't, then you don't need anybody else. As long as you have like C4 Xiangling. I just said Xiangling. C4 Xiangling. C1 Bennett would be nice. But not completely necessary. Yeah, like if you just need a team to get you by for now, just build national, man. You can never go wrong with national. That team's just like I don't know. I don't think Hoyo is even gonna like try to nerf that team. I think the day that Hoyo tries to nerf the national team indirectly, that's gonna be the day. It's gonna be another whole like Zhongli incident. C2 Xiangling, no C1 Bennett, but C2. Oh, what? Oh man, what is that? Wait, Xiangling is on the current banner. Yes, Xiangling's on the current banner, dude. Um, okay, I know. I'm not recommending you pull for 4 stars on a banner, but the 5 stars on the current banner are pretty good. I mean, like Emelie so far seems to be pretty good. It's just that she's kind of niche, but she's very new. She's a very new character, which means she's just going to get better from here. Right? As we get more and more new characters in the future, there might be more and more characters that can be paired really well with her. Maybe even, like she could even get much better teams. Right? So like if you ever decide to go for Emelie, okay, cool. But then again, Emelie is, especially because like her thing is burning, like she's very, like she doesn't buff burning, she just does more damage when enemies are burning. But so she's kind of limited in terms of like the situations that you could use her in. So like obviously she deals dendro damage, so enemies that are immune to dendro she's useless in. Burning is like sort of like a reaction. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but like you kind of want to do burning when Emelie's on the team. Otherwise, she barely does any damage. So like if you're fighting enemies that are immune to pyro, those enemies are also immune to pyro, to burning, right? So like, and I guess it's kind of fine because like most of Emelie's damage is like, well, basically all of Emelie's damage is dendro, which is fine. So even if they're immune to pyro, it's fine. Even if they're immune to burning. But the other 5-star, obviously, Yelan, really good. That I think every account should have. Every account should have a Yelan. Because I don't know how long you've been playing Ahmed. I don't know what AR your account is. I don't know how experienced you are in Genshin. But every account should have, in my opinion, should have a Xingqiu. And should have a Yelan. And should have a Farina. Like 2 out of those 3. Yeah, either Xingqiu, Yelan, Xingqiu, Farina, or Yelan. Farina, Yelan. Either like 2 out of those 3 at least. And if you have all 3, even better. But 2 out of 3 at least. AR-56. Okay, so it sounds like you've been playing for quite a bit. Tried to pull Yelan, lost 50-50. Well, okay, I understand. If you don't have any more primos, I would recommend you keep going on the current banner because like you said you don't have C4 Xiangling, which means there's still a chance that you might get like some Xiangling constellations once you get it. So pre C4 Xiangling is not too bad. It feels really bad to play, but it still does a pretty significant amount of damage. But C4 just does way more. Hey, what's up, Kilovax? How you doing, man? Just got Xiangling. Gonna pull for you said you got C2 Xiangling. Are you saying you only recently got Xiangling? How did you do that? You got all the way to AR-56? Doing great. How are you doing? I'm pretty good, man. Today we are eating well today. Kilovax, in case you haven't seen the special program, I haven't seen it. We're looking at like the freeze frame over here. I haven't seen the rest of it, and so far I'm just here. I'm still here. I've already seen more than I wanted. Like good news, like more good news than I ever wanted in the game so far. And everybody in chat earlier today, I was streaming. I was also streaming earlier today. Everyone in chat was also telling me there's more. Like it's so good. Oh, you have? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm still. Don't you get her for free? Get her? Who? Xiangling? Oh yeah. I can't wait for free primos. No Xiangling cons recently. Oh. Okay. I guess you only recently started doing Abyss, huh? And you got the free Xiangling from, floor 3, I think. Isn't Xiangling? Xiangling's in the shop now, right? I think Xiangling's in the Paimon's Bargains. I don't know. Like either she's in now or recently. What month is it? August. Um, May and November. Why do I? Where's Xiangling? Why do I feel like Xiangling just recently? Oh, because last month. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Last month. Last month. Yep. So it's not this time. It was last one. Grieving over Kazuha Shogun banner. Do you wrong person? Do you not? Do you already have Raiden Shogun? And if you do, are you not interested in getting her to somewhere around like to C2? I had Xiangling from quite the start, and today I got Xiangling Constellation. That's why I was trying to say. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Oh, that's what I was trying to say. I see. All right. Well, hey, best of luck to you. Best of luck to you, Ahmed, on your pulls. I hope you get your C4 Xiangling before this current banner goes away. Not interested in Shogun cons. Ah, I see. Well, anyway, if I understand you aren't. But in case you do get them, I still highly recommend that you go to C2 Raiden Shogun. Like I don't know, there's no other way to put it. Like it feel like going from C0 to C2 or 3 for me has felt like it's felt like when at C0 it feels like I'm trying to cut through butter, like cold butter with still with its wrapping. And with C3, it feels like I'm cutting through it feels like I'm cutting through butter with no wrapping, just naked butter with a hot knife. That's what it feels like to me. And remember, I have C0 on my third account and I have C3 on my other two accounts. And that's the difference I feel. Like everything just feels so much softer. I guess that's the best way I could put it. Enemies feel so much softer with C3 Raiden Shogun. So I'm not saying you should, but if you try to go for Kujo Sara Constellations, and along the way you get to C2 Raiden Shogun, I'm telling you, you're gonna be happy. If I get her, she'll be stuck on C1 till next year. T2 is nice, but I don't grind. Bro. I'm only getting primos from the primos per patch update at this point. Oh, right. Yeah, you're not playing actively anymore, right? Also, I'm starting to really have deep hatred. Hey, wrong person. Have you seen the 5.0 special program? Have you seen it? Okay, tell me, just answer me yes or no. If you're gonna answer no, we're gonna go back a little bit to somewhere around here in the special program. Yes. Okay. All right. So you know. Yes. Right. You saw the artifact thing. Who's the best standard banner 5-star character? Oh, that's okay. I heard that. I didn't see that part. Like it's still somewhere around here. I haven't seen that part yet, but I heard it from someone else earlier today. There's like the 5-star thing, standard 5-star. If you're asking about that, Ahmed, and let's say for example, if you have none of the standard 5-stars just yet, I would highly recommend getting. Well, actually, you know what? That's actually a hard question. Yeah, if you have none of them so far. So, oh, you mentioned you have Nivelette, Diluc and Mona. Okay, certainly avoid those two. Yeah, at this point, since you have them already. Also, wrong person. Chocoshu is right. Chocoshu is right. I think you should go for Chevreuse. instead of Kujo Sara, because like really Kujo Sara is like sure, I guess like it's kind of nice that you can like having a C6 Kujo Sara allows you to build a strictly um shoot, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the OG Raiden Shogun Hyper Carry team, right? With like Kazuha, Raiden Shogun, Bennett, Kujo Sara, and I have to admit the team feels really satisfying to play, especially if you have C2, C3 Raiden Shogun. But Chevreuse, I think, is the more practical choice because even at C0, you still have everything you want. Like Chevreuse, in my opinion, is just as good as C6 Kujo Sara, or maybe even a little better. Yeah, C0 Chevreuse versus C6 Kujo Sara. Wanted to get more cons for Yelan, but I'm saving for Natlan characters. Oh, that's all right, man. That's all right. You know, like if you're still if you feel like you're still at an abundance, like if you still have an abundance of Premos, I would recommend you maybe try to go for C1, because C1 really helps out with energy, especially if your artifacts just aren't there just yet, and or let's say you want to use like Aqua Simulacra on her, or like you want to use Elegy on her, and you don't want to use Fav Bow on her or something, right? If you're in that situation, or you just don't have Fav Bow, well, I mean, actually, you know what? Everyone has Fav Bow, but if your Fav Bow is being used by someone else, C1 helps out a lot with energy. But if you don't find yourself having any issues with energy on Yelan, then it's fine. Yeah, just wait for another. Just wait for the next Yelan rerun. In that case, versus good. Yeah, yeah, dude. Everyone's been waiting for a Chevreuse rerun, man. Chevreuse is really good. So Ahmed, earlier, okay, so earlier I was talking about you having Nivelette, and I would recommend you consider Dia. Just consider it. I'm not saying I'm not saying she's a good choice. I'm just saying just consider it. So okay, let me explain. So uh, Dia is actually quite a nice addition to what some people refer to as the Nivelette Rainbow team. So it's basically it's Dia. Shoot, who was it? Dia, Raiden Shogun, Nahida, or a Dendro AoE off-field applier. But ideally Nahida, and Neuvillette. It's his one of his better rainbow teams. So even if your Neuvillette is C0, which means you don't have the resistance to interruption from C1 when you're doing your charged attack, Dia gives you a lot of resistance to interruption, at least for a couple seconds. And she also, like, the team is basically just automatic. You get 3 draconic stacks because you got like you automatically just have at least three reaction like hydro reactions happening all at the same time. You have Vape with Dia Nivelette. You have Bloom with Nivelette Nahida, and then you have Electro Charge with Nivelette Raiden Shogun. By the way, this is like that would be like a Raiden Shogun EM, EM Raiden Shogun. If you don't have Raiden Shogun, Kuki is fine. It's just that you won't be able to like keep your distance from enemies. You'd have to actually stand next to them. But thankfully, in this kind of team, Dia gives you resistance to interruption, so it's fine. I have Nivelette, Tainari, Nivelette and Tainari and Dia. Who should I pick for standard? Nivelette, Tainari, Dia. Okay. Jean. Jean is a nice choice, in my opinion. Especially if you have Farina. Um, Nathan, here's another one too. If you don't have Farina and you don't have Kokomi, and if you ever see yourself trying to go for a Hydro team, or sorry, no, not Hydro team, a Freeze team sometime in the future, um, I would say like maybe consider Mona, but I'm not saying like Mona. I would say is still like a later priority because if you ever see yourself wanting to play a freeze team in the future, you could just completely forget Mona, and just wait for a Farina rerun if in case you don't have her yet. But if you do have Farina, then no, just completely forget Mona. You already have Farina. Just go for Jean. Oh hey, what's up, Stella? Good to see you again, man. I'm going for Jean. She's my last standard. Ooh, I'm actually going for like okay. Surprisingly, I'm going for Dia on my second and third accounts. My second and third accounts don't have Dia. Um, but I have Nivelette there, C0, and I would very much like to try out using the Nivelette Rainbow team that I just described on those accounts. For me, I don't have Diluc, Jean, and Dia. Do you have like? Are you saying you have all the other standard 5 stars, Stella? Nivelette Rainbow is a crime. I know, but like, okay, think about this. Okay, wait. No, actually, I was about to make my defense that it doesn't actually use very valuable characters, and I just and then I thought about it, right? In Shogun and Nahida, like no, my defense was already botched from the start. You mentioned it's your excuse to use Dia. It's my only excuse to use Dia. I don't know who to pick. I own all of them except Tainari, but I have Alhaitham and Nahida. Well, I mean, why not just get Tainari? Just so that you have him. Or I don't know, like how about some constellations on your other characters? C6 Gene is pretty fire. I don't know if you guys saw that like 28-second video I uploaded a couple of weeks ago. Um, but like with Beidou, Xingqiu, and C6 Gene, I had over 100% damage reduction. It was pretty funny. Maybe like Kazuha, Layla, and Farina. Kazuha, Layla, and Farina. Okay, so Layla. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. That actually makes a lot more sense. Like my Nivelette team is Kazuha, like the same team, but except Layla is Zhongli. It's a little more janky to get my second stack. Because like crystallized, right? Like I had to make sure enemies have Hydra on them before I hold E on Zhongli, so it's a little more janky. But like I like the thicker shield and like the resistance, the red shred from Tainari. Sorry, Zhongli shield. Pick Chi Chi. No, please don't. I hate Tainari. Um, Got him in Kaza banner. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Stella. Okay. Sorry. Who did you have again? C2 Mona, C0 Kaching, Chi, C0 Tainari. Um, I would say probably Jean. Yeah, like in that case, probably Jean. Especially if you have Farina. If you have Farina, I would highly recommend going for Jean. Uh, I might pick Chi on my second account because I have Yelan on that account. Chi is a really good healer. And I meant to be considering a freeze team for my second, and I just started that account. I mean I don't know what your goals are for that account, Nathan, but it sounds like you're trying to build like a meme account or something. Diluc DPS, no, no. Diluc as a DPS in 2024. It's. I'm sorry. I just things just aren't in the cards for Diluc. Like even with Jian Yun and like the Zhao Luke team thing, it's it's okay, but it's like I know I was coping when I went for Jian Yun, just just to I guess relive Diluc's glory days. It was just me pretending to be able to relive Diluc's glory days. Gummies better than Diluc, yeah, and that's why, yeah, I know. You need C6 Bennett for Zhao Luke. Yes, that's true. Yeah, and I feel kind of bad because now I've had to C6 Bennett. Oh, you know what would have been made? You know what would have made this like this special program even more perfect? Toggleable constellations. If they said you can now turn off constellations, specific constellations that you want, that would have been even better. But hey, they already gave us a lot, so I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. So as long as they continue this trend, who knows? One day we might that might actually happen one day. Still don't have Kaveh or Chevreuse. Only 4 stars I'm missing. I was actually kind of surprised that it didn't have cat girl Nekomata. Shoot. Kirara, yeah. I didn't have Kirara until the most recent event. No, not most recent event. Until the like Simulanka thing. Snezhdanya. What will be in Snezhdanya? Oh, you mean the toggleable constellations? Maybe, maybe. I'm hoping it'll arrive someday. Nekomata is a ZZZ character. Well, Nekomata is okay. I guess that's her name, but like, Nekomata is like a Japanese, like it's part of Japanese. What's the word I'm looking for? Mythical something. Yeah, it's a mythical like Japanese creature. I guess not creature, like race. Yeah, I think. C0 Dia, C2 Chi Chi, C1 Mona, C1 Diluc, C1 Kaching, C0 Jean. That's all I have for standard. Probably gonna pick Tainari for collection purposes only. Uh, it sounds like that makes the most sense. Yeah, that sounds like that makes the most sense. Mm. But if you just cannot see yourself at all using Tainari ever, or like raising him at all ever, I think like a close second option that you got, Chokoshu, is probably Jean. Because like C2, okay, I know your Jean sees what C0, which means that'll be your C1 Jean, and it doesn't really do anything. But C2 is kind of fun. Like, uh, on my third account when I got C2 Jean, like I at some point like I got really tired of using Eula in the overworld, and that was the time when that account, my third account, just didn't have any other options, right? They just barely had any characters on it. But like when I got C2 Gene, I was like, my enjoyment for using Eula in the overworld kind of got reinvigorated. Just being able to attack faster, um, walk faster, run faster. It was, I don't know, like, like it's hard to explain. It's just yokai. Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. Haiku. I don't see myself using Tainari. And it's just so cool. I like this. I like his burst. Yeah, I like his burst. His burst is like dragon, like pixel dragon Oz, but AoE. Okay. Well, anyway, I think we've had the special program on pause for long enough. I haven't seen the rest of it, so I'm gonna watch if you guys don't mind. Anyway. 快速开启，那么一定要把相关的所有的细节都优化到底。从5.0版本更新开始，旅行者们就可以通过供奉任意区域的切切成像。So I was increase their stamina limit. I was really surprised by this, by the way. Like, what does this mean? So 240 is the max stamina, right? Does this mean We're gonna get more than 240 stamina from 5.0 onward.
来增加自己的体力值上限了。与此同时呢，从纳塔开始，纳塔的7天神像、纳塔的地灵龛，还有类似像枫丹。
Natlan's exclusive offering system, similar fountains. Okay.
陆景城这样的纳塔独有的供奉系统，也将会提供更多的原始奖励。
Provide more primogen
我帮大家
rewards.
算了一下，上述这些。
Okay, wait. I don't get it. It's like
是满级，对不对
statues, small stat. Okay, think issue. Okay. There's a move on to Natlan, or experience other nations. So what does this mean? Like they didn't say anything about like increasing the max stamina, but it sounds like to me it sounds like when you get oculi from other regions, it's also going to increase your stamina. So basically, I don't know, like this is how I'm understanding it. Like correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misunderstanding this.
你现在说的真的是原神吗？你还记不记得我们的旅行者为了去提升我们队伍的体力上限，他必须得把蒙德和璃月的7天神像供奉至满级，对不对？你觉得这个问题该不该解决？对啊，不然玩家直接到了纳塔或者说体验其他的国度，他就体力值就没有办法涨了。没错，所以既然我们做了主线快速开启，那么我一定要把相关的所有的细节都优化到底。从5.0版本更新开始，旅行者们就可以通过供奉任意区域的7天神像来增加自己的体力值上限了。与此同时呢，从纳塔开始，纳塔的7天神像，纳塔的地更新开始，旅行者们就可以通过供奉
stamina limit, okay. 7 in any region, okay.
与此同时呢，从纳塔
Starting from Natlan.
纳塔的7天神像。
Natlan statue 7, Natlan shrines. Oh, okay. What the? Like, okay, that really threw me off. Like that transition from talking about stamina, and then like instantly, like meanwhile, and then like just talking about more primos from chests and stuff. More stamina cap? I don't think so. Like, it sounds to me like what they're trying to do is they're trying to encourage people to like no, because like right now, let's say imagine you're a new player and you're starting because like you saw Genshin's marketing about like Natlan and stuff, and like it's you're coming in at in 5.0 and you're just starting today. And at some point you do your research, and then eventually you find out that, oh, this is annoying. How do I max out my stamina? And then like before 5.0, you find out, oh, I have to find all the animoculi and geoculi. So I have to explore Mondstadt and Liyue a bunch, right? So like, but like, and then you're thinking, well, I want to go to the new regions. I want to see Fontaine. I want to see Natlan. I want to see Inazuma, Sumeru, right? So, but like, you're still stuck in Mondstadt and Liyue because you're trying to max out your stamina, right? So like, it sounds to me like they're not increasing the stamina cap, but they're just, yeah, it's like a quality of life for new players, like, which means like, and you know. Bro, here getting his bills money. I mean, I guess, yeah, just really lucky to have really nice people like y'all, coming by to hang out with me. Oh, hey, what's up, Nash? Good to see you again, man. I was hoping to unbench Hootout. No, no, that would be, I don't know. Like, if I were like an executive or like a dev in Genshin, I think increasing the stamina above 240 is like, I don't know. I think it's taboo. I would like put in like as much effort as I can to convince anyone who thinks we should increase the stamina above 240 to above 240. Like I would have to I would put in every effort I can to convince them that that's the wrong choice. Because I don't know, I don't think, yeah, I think it would be bad. Because like too much stamina, like it just, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like it's gonna slowly remove, like make the game easier, like indirectly, but at the same time, like I don't know. It just feels less like a game. It feel it's like when you play Minecraft. Like you decide I'm gonna start a new world in Minecraft, but I'm also gonna allow cheats, and I'm also I'm gonna allow cheats. So that means like at any time I want to, I can just go into creative mode. You know what I mean? Like it feels kind of like that. I don't know. I just it might I don't know. I just to me at least to me it feels like 240 is just the right amount. At least to me. Like maybe some people feel otherwise. Maybe some people even feel like 240 is too much. I don't know. Blooming. What is blooming? Like what is this a new internet thing? I don't think I'll ever collect all the oculi. Hey, you don't need to, Ahmed, because like thanks to this update, right? Like they said, collecting and like giving your oculi, like offering your oculi to any statue of the seven in any region will increase your stamina. So like it is really nice. It like this is awesome. I'm so happy. This is such a good update. Who to choose for the free 5-star? I have them all. I think if you like using Tainari, obviously, like I think Tainari is the best 5-star among the standard 5-stars. So getting him to C6 one day would be pretty nice. But if you're somebody who just does not see yourself ever using Tainari, I would say Jean is probably the second best. Like she has the second best standard constellations among the standard 5-stars. I mean, they're not great, but you know, who else are you gonna pick? 240 is not too much for my C0 Hutao. Okay, all right, I get you, man. Quality life thing, you don't need to feel it. You just need to be happy. Yeah, yeah. I think you should bench or get C1 Hutao or get Jian Yun. Get Jian Yun. Yes. And then stop using her to charge the tax. Yeah, stop using her like the traditional way. Use her like Zhao. It's actually pretty good. Like there's no damage loss. In fact, I think there's there's a damage gain. I'm going for Dia. What? Barely any motivation to play Genshin. I can't fix this account. What's wrong with the account, man? I thought you were on the right track. I would plunge-ish statement. Uh, RJ also Farina. Farina Aboba. What? What is ABOBA? What's that? They're giving away a lot of 10 pulls. Hey, yes. Yeah. And remember, right? Like from this point on, every time there's like a new like main storyline quest, they're giving 500 primos. Every time there's like a new main storyline quest, they're giving 500 primos like immediately. Oh, I didn't hear about this resin thing yet, Chokoshu. I'm lacking so many artifacts. No, dude. That's all right. Wrong person. Wrong person. You might find this hard to believe, but so my third account is like the account that I played on where basically I knew what I was doing, right? From like even from before I started taking it seriously. So, believe it or not, I actually like even when I got all the way to like AR 57, 58, I still like around AR 58 was I when I like around like when I just got to like from the beginning of AR 58 to the middle of AR 58, I still felt like I was lacking like so many sorry, not primo gems, so many artifacts. Like a lot of my characters still had like copium sets, like like they still had like a mixed artifact sets. But around like towards the end of AR-58 and like around like early AR-59 was when my artifacts really started to like pull together, right? So like just don't be too don't get too what's the word I'm looking for? Don't get too disappointed in it, man. It takes a really long time, but hey, 5.0, we get to pick our own main stat and substats. So it's gonna happen so much faster with you.
旅行者们就可以通过供奉任意区域的7天神像来增加自己的体力值上限了。与此同时呢，从纳塔开始，纳塔的7天神像、纳塔的地灵龛，还有类似像枫丹露井泉这样的纳塔独有的供奉系统，也将会提供更多的原始奖励。哎，我帮大家算了一下，上述这些原始奖励。
What did you say? Already did the math for you?
这样的纳塔独有的供奉系统，也将会提供更多的原始奖励。哎
，I already did the math for you. What does this mean? What does this mean?
我帮大家算了一下，上述这些。
Total Primogems add up to okay. Total Primogem rewards add up to more than 10 entrenchment. Okay.
原始奖励加起来的总和有超过10枚纠缠之源的价值哦，居然又多了10抽。没错，哇，我感觉我现在
10 pulls. Okay.
去探索大世界。
Oh, you mean okay? I guess they mean like the Fountain of Lucine and like other stuff. I think is what they mean. I guess. Ether's pyro power. He's not getting pyro. At least not yet, Stella. Haven't you seen all the footage so far? We've never seen the Traveler with like red on his stuff yet.
结束了。你希不希望？你希不希望这个福利结束？这点不对，你意思是还有吗？哎，你看我手卡已经用完了呀。是啊。那当然是。你还给我留，我还留有后手。给我留了后手。你要知道，我们的旅行者大家知道，一般节目的高潮都要留到后面的，所以到迄今为止，我都还没有收到重量级的信息。哎，大伟哥来之前完全没有跟我说过有这些东西啊。那么这次我也不做顺序安排，由 Michael。
This feels really unscripted to me, honestly. Like they just have this guy. Like they probably picked this guy out of their entire staff because like he's probably like one of their most like passionate Genshin players in the staff, and like he's probably like most of us here. He's just like, man, I hate this. Like I hate this about the game. I hate this about the game. I wish they would change this, that, etc. Like he's probably like one of us. Now, they probably just picked him because like they knew how he would react to all these changes. And they probably told him like, just react. We don't care what you say. Just react to everything the guy says. Once 5.0 starts, my dreams should probably start seeing Pyro Traveler dreams. Quite surprised that this live stream isn't even scripted like before. It's like it's a lot more casual, I will say. It's a lot more casual, which I think is nice.
自己去抽一张。那我先抽这个吧，你抽这个对不对？确定 ，OK， 好。刚才啊，我们有一位朋友说到过，希望他能够把玩家 Y 小保底的不好的运气都转到。
Oh, I heard about this. I think I heard about this. Okay. He's talking about the 50-50 on the wishing system, on the character banners.
他身上对吧？我们也很佩服这位旅行者的勇气。但是接下来我要公布的这一项福利，可以些微的分担一下这位旅行者的负担。Michael， 你想不想替各位旅行者先体验一下？那我就替各位旅行者先验验货了啊。好，那么麻烦我们的工作人员。好，谢谢。好 ，Michael 试试看。哎，这个特效怎么跟
？What? Okay. This is what I heard about. I heard about this earlier. 之前
的不一样了呀。不会是我欧皇附体了吧？这其实是我们在5.0。这个特效
He said something Midas.
不会是我欧皇。
I got the Midas touch today. Okay.
这其实是我们在5.
New mechanic.
电0版本的角色。
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do to the wishing system?
活动起源当中新加入的一个事件叫做捕获明光。
Okay, capturing radiance. What is that?
我给你们解释一下，也就是当玩家尝。
50-50 that players often mention occurs. Chance to encounter a capturing radiance. Okay.
说的小保底到来的时候，有概率会遇到捕获明光事件。当这次事件出现的时候，
This event appears, the resulting pull will definitely be the promotional 5-star. What?
之后呢，抽取的结果必定为当期的 UP 5星角色。但是我
Does the effect probably
比较好
appear
奇啊，这个
guarantees?
事件会挤占以前的大小保底的概率吗？哎，知道你就会这么问，我相信旅行者们也非常关心这样一个问题。那么捕获明光，
Only increases the chance of pulling the current promotion character when it's a 50-50. I see. Okay. So it's basically the 50-50 thing is still a 50-50. But then like when you're about to lose 50-50, or like rather when you're on a 50-50 and this like there's a chance for this to happen, if this happens, then it's not a 50-50 anymore. It's like a higher chance. Okay. So it's basically, it's still a 50-50, but then there's also a chance that this new wish thing might happen, like this capturing radiance thing might happen. Okay. So it's not increasing the rates. Sort of, like occasionally, I guess. There's a chance that the rate will be increased, is basically what it is. Yeah, like there's a chance that your chance will be higher. It's like, I guess that's it. Oh, hey, what's up, Unrevealed? How you doing, man?
它关键就关键在它只是单纯提高了小保底抽中当期 UP 的机会，并不会影响这个游戏其他所有的概率规则。也就是说，你简单理解。
increases chance of yeah, it does like overall. But it's also not just that black and white. Yeah, it's like there's just a chance that your chance will be increased. Yeah, that's it basically. There's two things that'll happen if you're not guaranteed, either 55-45 or 50-50. Yeah. But the chance for it to be higher is also only a chance, right? Like it's RNG also. Emelie's weapon. Hey, nice. Congrats, man.
详细的信息会在后续的官方公告和游戏内的概率公式详情给大家一一说明。那接下来还有吗 ？Michael， 你觉得这个消息都不算爆炸性消息是吗？我觉得已经挺爆炸了。啊，不过呀，既然你都这么问了，我只能说，确实它是这3个消息中最不爆炸的一个。我们再试试武器神柱复形祈愿。
Weapon. Oh! I heard about this. You guys can see it. Oh, look at that. Look at this. You guys can see it. Only 1 fate point. The epitomized path has been reduced to 1. So basically, wait, does this mean it's easier to get... No, it does. It does mean it's easier to get the weapon now. Like, it's easier to get weapons on the weapon banner now. Because, like, okay, so weapon banner, it's like there's 2 weapons, right? But then, like, when you get a 5-star, there's a 25% chance. There's a 25% chance it's a standard 5-star weapon, and there's a 75% chance it's one of the 2 weapons on the banner. And then, like, if you get the 75% chance, then that means then it's a 50-50 for, you know, whichever one it is. But if you lose that 50-50 and it's not the weapon you want, basically your next 5-star is guaranteed. And remember, the pity on the weapon banner is a little lower than on the character banner. I think it's 80. So like now it is just easier to get weapons from the weapon banner now. I mean, like, I still don't think I would still recommend players go for characters instead of weapons. But this, how do I put it? It's a little harder to, like, this makes it a little harder to convince people to not pull on the weapon banner anymore. Like, especially like, you know, especially if you're talking to someone who is like a little bit into the meta, but at the same time they really like the playstyle of a certain character. right? Because like it just means that they can vertically invest a little bit easier now. It's yeah, you don't need to invest so much, like to get their signature weapon and stuff. You'll get red horn, red horn. I wouldn't mind getting red horn, like for my Diluc. Honestly, I don't know. Like I don't think Gravestone is really doing me any justice anymore. I would love to get red horn. Go now, my child. Weapon Banner pity is 80, hard pity with 75, 25. Yeah, I think like I don't know if my math is like it's just like like quick head math, but I think this makes it so that it's easier to get the weapon you want from the weapon banner now than to get the 5-star limited 5-star from the character banner. I don't know, like I think with the whole like what was it called? What was it called? Capturing radiance thing. I think it might still be easier to get the 5-star you want from the character banner. But man, this change is so like it's such a big change. 80 rolls. Yeah, yeah, because like so at worst possible luck on the weapon banner, like currently is like you need 270 pulls to guarantee the weapon you want. And this like takes it all the way down to sorry, 270? No. 240 rather. 240. And that's the worst possible luck. And then this takes it all the way down to 160. Right? But then like again, like the odds of getting all the way to hard pity at like 80 pity are very low. It's possible, but they're very low. Right? Your odds of getting to 80 pity are just as high, just as low as your odds of getting a 5-star in one pull, like at one pity, right? So realistically, I would say somewhere around 120 to 140 maximum. But and that's if you lose the 75-25 and the 50-50. Right? Like that's if you lose the 75-25 and you get a standard 5-star weapon, and or you win it, but then you don't get the weapon you wanted, right? But then like if you do, man, dude, that is so good. Fate points carry over? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because if they made the fate points thing carry over, then like I don't think they would have made the epitomized path system. The epitomized path system, I think they decided to make it like this way instead of like just adding like a pity system, like a normal pity system, like the character banners to the weapon banner. Is that like they wouldn't be able to come up with an excuse for them to make this thing not carry over, right? Like they would essentially say, "Hey, we added a pity system to the weapon banner, but it doesn't carry over." And then like I think players would be mad about it because like it's basically the same system as the character banner, but then the only difference is that they just decided that it wouldn't carry over. But because they've made it into like this whole like different system called the epitomized path, they could ultimately make it different from like make it different from the standard character banner, or sorry, not standard, the limited 5-star character banner, and then just decide, oh, this system doesn't carry over, and then people wouldn't bat an eye. Homa and Nivelette weapon on the same banner. You select Homa, but you got Nivelette. The next weapon be Homa. Dude, that would be so pog. Does anyone still say pog nowadays? I don't. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use pog in like quite a long time now.
对吧？这个定轨的数字好像有点问题。哎，哪个数字有问题啊？这怎么变成了1呀？你并没有看错。从5.0版本更新开始，我们的神柱复兴起源，也就是武器池，它的定轨上限会从2调整到1。不会吧？哎，什么不会吧？对策划的印象，我觉得事情不会那么简单。你们
What is it?
不会吧？哎，什么不会吧？对策划的印
Yes way. Question is, I think things won't be
我觉得
that
事
simple.
情不
He
会那么
doesn't believe it.
你们肯定会从别的地方把
Find
它
a
偷
way
回
to take
来
it
的。
back somewhere else. The guy.
Michael 的这个质问就非常的让我非常的有既视感啊！但是我还是得坦诚的跟大家讲，这一次武器的起源定轨，我们真的只是把它从2下调到了1，仅。
You know, I don't know, like, it feels kind of weird, doesn't it? Self-doxing again, I know. He's the king of self-doxing. Poggers, PogChamp, PogClap. Poggies. We're boomers. Oh, are you asking about Pog? Wrong person? From my understanding, Pog is like cool. Yeah, something like that. Cool or awesome or great. Something like that. Something like that. That's my understanding of it. I could be wrong, but that's how I see other people use it. So that's how I use it either. So a weapon banner would be lit if you wanted both weapons.
此而已，我们没有变动其他所有的原有的规则。我还有最后一条更劲爆的消息。
Okay, what is this?
各位旅行，这个，你别吓我，我刚。
It's like, is this guy's name Aquaria? Why do you keep calling him Aquaria?
开玩笑的。
I thought Aquaria was like a thing in Natlan or something.
我只是玩家的嘴替。
This player's mouthpiece.
我开个玩笑，哎，我可没有在开玩笑，对吧？那这次我们确实是真诚的，想给大家再送上一次非常劲爆的福利。难道说？没错。那么在今天呢，我在这里去公布我们这一次5.0前瞻节目的最后一条福利投放的消息，也就是从今年开始，每年原神的周年庆版本期间
5-star selector.
从今年开始，每年
This year onwards, during every Genshin, It's not even just this time, too. Every anniversary. Hey, what's up, amazing horse? How you doing, man? Time to read some manhwas while watching RJ through split screen. The brain rot has destroyed my attention. I could totally get that, though. They'll add other 5 stars in that selector. Oh, yeah, I heard about that, too. Dude. So... where was this? Like, after all the controversy that they went through, dude, right? Like, the first anniversary fiasco. Like, what happened? Why the sudden change? Okay, obviously, like, we all have our guesses, right? Like, it's, you know, there's just a lot more competition nowadays. But, like... why did they have to go through all that trouble? Right? Like, why didn't... Okay, all right, never mind. I mean, I kind of have my own answer about this, like, and I'm pretty sure it's the right one. But it's like they went through so much trouble. Right, like with the first anniversary thing, and even on okay, the second anniversary was kind of okay. The third anniversary thing, like right, like first and second, the third anniversary, big controversies, and like they went through all of that. They had to go through all that pain, and like in the end, here it is. They're finally giving us what we want. Like, why didn't they just do it in the first place and avoid all that pain? Because the inner competition was zenless. Oh yeah, that's like obviously like competition with other devs as well. And yes, you're right, with their own games as well. And so I do understand that I can see that they're trying really hard to like in Genshin, for example, right? Like with what is it called? The encounter points, right? Like the encounter points system, and like their recent update to the encounter point system, um, as well as like focused mode, or like no, not focused mode, like whatever it is, like when doing quests and stuff, um, right? Like I can see they're putting in extra effort so that you don't need, like there doesn't need to be like basically they're reducing the amount of stuff that you have to do in Genshin, right? Like, and I can see that they're putting in the effort to do that, and I think this is a way for them to try and make people feel like they have more time to play their other games, like aka Star Rail and Honkai. Star Rail and ZZZ. And so yes, you're right. But then I think what ended up happening was, instead of people playing Genshin and then thinking, "Oh, I have less stuff to do now because I can finish this, and this in Genshin a lot faster now because of these new updates." So that means and then like, okay, well, I heard they have a new game. I heard Star Rail came out, and at some point I heard ZZZ came out, and then I think instead what happened was people started quitting Genshin to try out their new games instead of like playing all of them together, right? Because like remember, there's like the whole new launcher thing, right? There's the whole new launcher thing, which is like it's basically a lot easier now for them to like promote their other games to you if you already play at least one other Genshin game, or sorry, Hoyo game. And yeah, and it's not, I think it's not only because if nobody else was in the same space, I think Hoyo, I don't know. I don't think Hoyo would be doing this still. Because think about it. If if Hoyo was the only game dev in this space, I think they would have been able to balance out the amount of time that we needed to spend in each of their games, and I think they would have been able to keep a lot more players in all of their games. You know what I mean? Like, but then obviously, Hoyo's not the only guy in the same industry anymore. So, like, Kuro Games with Wuthering Waves, and like whoever the developer for Tower Fantasy was, like, and they're making like the whole like GTA Genshin thing, Neverness to Everness, whatever that thing is gonna be. Right, like there are so many there's so many there's so much competition now that people might try those and then end up enjoying it for the first couple of weeks, and then they realize, whoa, I don't have time for Genshin anymore, I'm gonna take a break from Genshin. And then taking a 2 or 3 week break from Genshin, they might realize, hey, I feel fine not logging into Genshin. I don't feel as anxious as I was, like just leaving my account, and not doing dailies anymore. And then once they finally, take a break from one of their games, that's when they start to get used to not logging in every day, right? And that is bad. That is very bad for business. Wuwa doesn't have the same type of players as Genshin. Yeah, but then like the content creators, they saw Wuthering Waves as like one of Genshin's bigger competitors, and like the Genshin content creators tried it out, and like obviously, right, like they're streaming it, right, like they're not telling people to play this game instead, but obviously their viewers are gonna think, oh, he's playing this, maybe I should try it, and then that increases the number of people trying Wuthering Waves and like their other competitors, and that also increases the likelihood of people realizing, oh, I like this game more, or like, hey, this game's pretty fun, like for the first couple of weeks, and then realize, oh, I don't have time for Genshin anymore, so I'm gonna take a break from Genshin, right? And then like going back to my point earlier, once you take a break and then like you feel like you start getting used to not logging into Genshin every day, that's the point when you start to feel like you've what's the word? You've been freed. You start to feel a little more freedom, like which is good, but not for Hoyo. Yeah, Project Mugen, Azure Promilia, Arc Knights, Enfield. I haven't heard of that actually. I mean, I know Arc Knights, but like, what is Arc Knights Enfield? I do not want PGR to be mainstream. Why? I mean, like I don't think PGR will ever be mainstream. PGR is like pretty niche. Yeah, it's pretty niche. Did hear that Wuthering Waves will be on PS5 soon anyway. You know, I haven't heard people talk about Wuthering Waves in a while. Oh, okay. I guess I did. 120 FPS. That's it. I haven't heard of anything else really. Genshin's just been generating way too much noise lately. So obviously, like, there's the whole controversy, right? There's like the whitewashing thing. Just dude, I don't. Hey, no publicity is bad publicity, right? We're talking about Hoyo and Genshin. So there's the whole whitewashing thing, and then all of a sudden, all of this just dropped on our doorstep. So this is gonna make a lot of noise for quite some time. 120 FPS in Wuthering Waves is so poorly optimized. They have motion blur. The moment you choose that option, what? What's the point then? If they turn on motion blur, like what? What's the point? 120 FPS is to make it smoother, and then like you you turn motion blur on. Like they turn motion blur on. So like, why did I even bother? Hey, what's up, Boney? How you doing, man? Being mainstream comes with the cost of tourists and toxicity. Oh, you're right. Yeah, thankfully, one of the biggest games, Azure Lane, has kept on gatekeeping. Ah, nice. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Actually, now that you mentioned that, Nash. Yeah, being mainstream, I think. So obviously, it made Hoyo a lot of money, right? Like clearly, but being mainstream made it so that at some point Hoyo wasn't sure who which type of players to prioritize, and which, like, obviously they had their own vision for the game, right? But then like I I don't know, like they probably didn't know, like they probably didn't expect like which demographic of players were going, like they were going to get like so much of their financing from. Financing, it's like a sponsor, finances from. And then at some point they had to decide which players were a higher priority. And the problem with being mainstream is like you have so many different demographics of players, and so many of those different demographics of players are going to have conflicting interests. So at that point, yeah, being mainstream, that's one of the bigger disadvantages of going mainstream. Is once you hit mainstream, your audience is so big that, especially because it's a game as a service, right? So like you're gonna have to keep updating it, adding new features and stuff. Obviously, those new features they're gonna have to cater to someone, and they're not gonna be able to cater to everyone. Look at Genshin community. Took him took him 4 years in direct competition. You know, amazing horse. Earlier I did another stream earlier, and then like I ran out of time and I couldn't finish the special program. But I mentioned earlier, like I understand I sound like I'm defending Hoyo for like the just, man, the awful updates that they've had for like since forever, right? Until this one. I don't, yeah, I do sound like I'm defending Hoyo, and I am kind of, but I'm not really defending Hoyo because like I'm a fan of Hoyo or like Genshin. Like I like their game. I like, and I appreciate Hoyo for making this game. And like I like without Hoyo, Genshin wouldn't exist, and I wouldn't be playing this game, right? But I can understand like from a business perspective. So they didn't need. It's like they had all these great cards that they could have played at any time, but they didn't need to. You know what I mean? Like, because if they did play these cards earlier on, at some point, their competition's gonna see what cards Hoyo has because they already played them, right? And their competition is gonna try to one up those cards that they've already shown. So by then, Hoyo won't have any more cards to play because they would have already played all of them. So I think, yeah, I think this is why. And I do appreciate that they finally decided, right? Like competition, whether it's outside of Hoyo, like from other game devs, or like from their own other games. I'm just happy that competition has finally forced Hoyo to play their cards. Because like they could have easily, like, remember, right? First anniversary. Remember what happened? First anniversary. Remember what happened? People speculated that there would be a 5-star selector, and like because of that really well made fan like thing that looked kind of like this, right? Like remember that? Like remember what happened? And then like Hoyo still didn't do anything, right? They didn't do anything, and obviously they're doing it now, which means they can do it. But they didn't do it even when there was so much on the line back then. Because, well, to them, there was nothing on the line. Players had no other option. If they wanted to keep getting, if they wanted to keep playing a game like this, there was nothing else. So they knew that no matter how much players rallied and protested and whatever they did, they would still keep playing. And they knew that. So I can't blame them for not doing this sooner, like stuff like this sooner, like all the updates, the quality of life stuff that they're doing. But I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it, but I also can't blame them because it's a business, right? And like look at okay. Think about like if you were, for example, if you were like an Intel or an Nvidia or an AMD, and then like you had like one of your internal teams, like they like someone discovered a way to like increase increase shoot, what's the word I'm looking for? To increase computational power or whatever it's called, right? By like 500%, and at the same time reduce power consumption by power consumption and heat generation by like 90%, right? Like obviously you're not gonna release that the very next on your very next lineup of CPUs, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna try and like, especially if you're the market leader, right? If you were Intel in the like from 5 to 10 years ago, you're not gonna release your best work immediately, right? You're gonna release those in increments. So in that way, especially like okay, from my understanding, I don't think Hoyo is public. I think it's still fully private, isn't it? I think so, right? Like in Intel's case, they're a public company, so they have to have something good every like every I don't know like every quarter or so. I don't know how exactly it works, but like so their shareholders will have something to look forward to every time they announce something. Hey, what's up, Sino? How you doing, man? In Hoyo's case, obviously they don't have any shareholders because I don't know. Like I could be wrong. I don't know if they're fully private or if they've gone public or whatever. But they didn't need to play their cards, and now they do. So they are, and I'm kind of nervous now. That some part of me is a little nervous. If this is all Hoyo had, I'm sure it's not. But what if it is? Does this mean, is this peak Genshin? And is it not getting any better than this? If yes, then that's what I'm nervous about. If no, then I'll be looking forward to it. But again, we don't know. If only RJ could increase his computational power. If only I could, man. Finally, Hoyo being generous to give us a free 5-star. Will you choose? In my case, on my second and third accounts, I'm going for Dia. Main account, I'll be going for Diluc, I think. Yeah, because I think... I'm not sure, actually. I think my Diluc on my main account is C5. Or was it my third account? I don't remember. I'd have to look at my accounts first before I make that decision. But I think my third account is C5. And then, like, if that's the case, then I might have to choose between, like, going for C6 Diluc or, like, my first Dia. I'm gonna get Chi-Chi. She's top tier. The grind for C6 Kaching? What? Why is there such a grind? Someday you were ranting. Today having Jean. I realized how many times I have lost. Something like that in life. Today I have Jean. Realized. Oh yeah, no, I wasn't ranting. I was just stating a fact. My third account has lost 50-50 so many times. It loses 50-50 so often that, like, it's a free to play account, but it has C5 Diluc and C6 Jean. It's nuts. That my third account is like, it's okay. It's my weakest account so far, but it's also my account that has the most standard 5-star constellations. Grind for 6 years for C. Oh yeah, because like every anniversary, right? So like 1 year, 1 year, 1 5-star. Meanwhile, me not having Jean yet. But you, huh? Then okay, then why are you gonna be grinding for Ching? Yeah, I do. I remember now, Abstract. You kept, like, you have a big problem. The fact that you still don't have Jean to this day. Or was it? Wait, was it Mona? I think it was Mona. Or was it Jean? Dude, I don't remember anymore.
我们都会向已经解锁了祈愿系统的所有旅行者提供一次免费获取奔袭世间祈愿包含的任意一名5星角色的机会。所以不仅是一个自选的常驻5星，还是每年一个自选常驻5星。对，你没有听错，你确定吗？你在这里说了之后不能反悔啊！很多人看到我们的
You can't take it back.
从今年开始，每年原神的周年庆活动都会给大家。
You get a chance to what? You'll get a chance to. Oh, okay.
自选常驻5星的机会。而且我们的这个常驻池是一直加新角色的。哎，没错，我们随着我们版本的推进。
There's progress. More and more characters
就是会越来越多的角色
Okay.
加入到奔袭世间起源当中，也就是说每年的。
Yeah. Okay. So annual benefit will richer.
这个福利也会随着版本的推进，它的选项会逐渐丰富起来。怎么样？你觉得这个？我说实话，我鸡皮疙瘩起来了。我今天这个，我真的有点懵啊！就是哇，我没想到今天的福利居然是这样的。我感觉你的心情还没有从刚才的这些消息都缓过来。我确实有点没。那我给麦克一点冷静的时间啊。那我也想代表团队呢，跟大家去说几句。我们虽然是原神这个游戏的开发者，但同时我们也是原神的玩家。这一点一直从1.0开始，我都在不断的跟大家传达这样一个信息。那么玩家提出的一切的问题，我们作为玩家当然也都是。 感同身受的。是的，因为原神接下来要走的路也很困难，也很长，但是我希望它能够一直延伸下去。我们能够一直走下去，也离不开大家一直以来的持续关注和支持。没错。那么接下来就到了 Michael 的回合了。虽然我觉得我们所准备的内容不如刚刚的惊喜，但是我们准备的周年庆相关内容呢，比往年还是只多不少。我们想带给大家的其实很简单。 旅行者们能够收获一些简单的快乐，我们就非常满足了。我们平时也非常重视每位旅行者的声音。我觉得项目组的大家其实都是发自内心的去认可，还是要以高品质的核心内容创作作为它最重要的基石。我们要持续不断的去做出好内容本身，这才是我们一直能够走下去的立身之本。那如果说我们做的内容没有让玩家、没有让旅行者感受到乐趣，那一定是我们哪里出现了问题。我们会非常乐意去收集大家的看法，进行调整。这个突然之间感慨起来了呢。那么接下来还是再看一些有意思的短片来转换一下气氛吧。
Oh, wait, okay, there. Zhenya is way better for Jean, than Jean for Farina team. I mean, it depends on what your Farina team is, because if you're, there is a situation where you might find Jian Yun annoying if you're trying to run a Farina team and Jian Yun's only purpose in there is just to be a team-wide healer, right? And it's not like a team that needs plunging. If you ever find yourself needing to jump, you'll be surprised that you're jumping way higher than you thought you would. This looks like Edge Runners, I think is what it was. Yeah, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Look at this art style right here. And the animation too. Right? Like, is that... Okay, obviously, like, it's a lot more... It's way too colorful to be Cyberpunk Edge Runners. But, like, kind of. Right? Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah, that too. Across the Spider-Verse. High jump doesn't sound like an issue to me. Yeah, I mean, you know, like, it'll be surprising. I wouldn't say it was terrible. I just said it would be annoying. Especially in the overworld, maybe. Because, like, sometimes, let's say you're in the overworld, and, like, you're just... The enemy is just somehow on a rock. And then you now have to get on that rock, too. Right? Like, you just need to jump, like, 2 inches. But instead, you're jumping 15 feet that you didn't expect to jump. I can avoid bosses better, how annoying. I mean, I can already do that with iframes, you know? And, like, okay, here's another situation too. Avoiding boss hits, right? Okay, so occasionally, especially if you're, again, running a team that isn't reliant on, like, the plunge attacks, you're not expecting to plunge high. Oh, hang on. Did I already have this in... Oh, okay, yeah, I think I already do. Yeah, I do already have it. Okay, anyway, guys, don't forget to claim your Primo Gems from the 5.0 special program Primo Gem codes. They're all 3 are in the pinned message in the YouTube chat. So when you're in the air from plunging, right, or like not plunging, but like jumping really high, obviously you're vulnerable. You can't dash, you can't use your burst, and then like just so happens you're in mid-air, you have to use your iframes, but you can't. So like technically yes, you can avoid a lot of attacks from bosses, but at the same time you're also vulnerable to attacks from some bosses. 2 in pin chat? Oh no. Okay. Hang on. Let me replace that then. Is it really? Oh, I see. Okay.
那么在这几个版本
期
间呢，我们也收到了大量的玩家反馈，我们非常关注玩家对这些内容的建议，并且有很多玩家的建议其实给了我们迭代的灵感，所以我们从4.8开始就一直在对这个玩法进行调整。那在接下来即将更新的5.0版本当中，
optimizing this mode. Wait.
并且有很多玩家的建议，其实给了我们迭代的灵感。所以我们从4.8开始就一直在对这个玩法进行调整。那在接下来即将更新的5.0版本当中呢，我们全量重新设计了玩法当中的
Redesign Wonder Spoons event. Okay.
奇妙注意事件。那在新的版本当中呢，这些事件将根据当期
Will offer clear strategies. Oh, I see. Okay.
的3元素所对应的反应体系进行有效清晰的策略引导。简单来讲，就是你拿到这个注意的时候，就已经知道它应该给什么样的队伍使用了。
老实说，之前这些buff 我都看得不是很明白。
没错，这也是很真实的一个玩家反应。那这些注意
This guy, dude. Like, okay, so obviously, like the guy in the white shirt is, part of the dev team, right? But like as Chokoshu says, this dude is like they're they're like self-doxing. They're doxing themselves. This dude in a white shirt. He said, like, honestly, I didn't I didn't quite understand the buffs before. He was like, well, I don't know what we were doing back then, so I don't even know why we put those buffs in, but we did it. This dude.
都看得不是很明白。没错，这也是
hilarious. This dude.
注意事件呢，也将提供非常强大的特殊元素反应机制，也就是他们是贴合原。
I mean, like they're doing it a little bit too much. Like it's like I kind of it's okay. It's at least like some comedic relief from like their typical like super serious special program.
那如果你们设置了这么强大的体系增益之后，会不会导致这些玩法越发
But
的没有？
yeah, like if they do it way too much, it will eventually get cringe.
新的卓越模式。 卓越模式当中所对应的奖励内容也会。
Okay.
会增加，所以也希望玩家能够持续的对我们后续推出的玩法不断的提出建议，我们会及时的收集并设对我们后续推出的玩法内容也会增加，所以也希望玩家能够持续的对我们后续的奖励内容也。
9 and 10. There's more. Basically, more floors. What about Spiral Abyss, dude? Come on! Give us more floors in Spiral Abyss. There's another free pull. Yeah, it's 180. Dude, they're adding more stages in Imaginarium Theater. They added more stages in Imaginarium Theater before they added more floors in Abyss. Also, by the way, guys, in case you guys didn't realize, today was the Spiral Abyss reset. Give us 100 floors. That might just keep players busy. And like, the thing is though, like, I don't think they even need to do too much. Like, they could just like make like, okay, they don't even need to add more floors in Abyss, right? Like after floor 12, just like in Plants vs Zombies, right? Like in Plants vs Zombies, there's like once you clear a certain amount of their like regular content, at some point you get to unlock endless mode, and it's basically just you keep playing until you just get overrun, right? And like I don't know, I think what they could do is basically you just keep going from floor to floor to floor to floor to floor. And it's like, but it's obviously it's not like different floors, right? It's just endless mode. But then like you keep going from like one, like I guess they wouldn't be called a floor, but like from like one half, and then like next half, etc., right? Like 2 pairs of like halves. Sorry, not 2 pairs, but like pairs of halves. Like basically, it wouldn't be called a floor. It would be called something, but not a floor. And then you would keep going. Like each floor would give you like a one-time reward. Each floor that you clear, but then like once you hit your maximum, obviously like you're stuck there. And then like obviously once you like, and this shouldn't reset. It should be something like floor 1 to 8, but there's no floor number. It's just like up to how many you've cleared. Like I don't think it should be something that resets. I mean, if it does reset, it has to be like not a lot of primos, something like, I don't know, like 20 primos each. Yeah, and it's basically just like, yes, some rewards, but mostly bragging rights. Mostly bragging rights. I think the try-hard players are like, they are try-hard enough to actually not worry too much about the low rewards, and because the bragging rights are important enough to them. Yeah, waves, exactly. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, waves of enemies. Although the question is like, I understand, like, okay, there is one thing that I'm thinking of though, like with my idea is, how would they decide the enemy lineup, right? Because if they stuck with one single enemy lineup, that would mean that only certain teams, like there would be like only one or two specific teams that are the most highly optimized for just clearing this kind of game mode, like until forever. And I guess what they could do is they could change the lineup every time Abyss resets. Yeah, I guess that would solve the problem. But if they but if they stick with like one single lineup of enemies every time, I don't know, like I think it might incentivize players to hyper invest, like vertically invest into like one or two teams only. And then like it would disincentivize them from pulling other characters. But I think changing the lineup, like every reset, every Abyss reset or every version update, might solve this problem. But I don't know. It still feels kind of janky to me. But I don't know. I wish they would do something like that, like an endless mode.
也会增加，所以也希望玩家能够持续的对我们后续推出的玩法不断的提出建议，我们会及时的收集，并设法不断的完善这些游戏的体验。没错。此外呢，在5.0版本，我们还会有一些老朋友加入我们的新手招牌当中，
TCG our favorite
以及行动牌也会等待大家收集，还会有新的纳塔牌贝等待大家获取哦。另外还有联动活动要跟大家分享，指符双叶原定在遇，原神与逻辑的首次联动即将到来哦。
Logitech. Dude, the guy said the same thing as I did.
是吗？
没错，定制款逻辑产品将在9月的逻辑 Play 发布会上与大家正式见面。逻辑的社媒平台也即将公布联名产品信息。此外，还有多种联名周边可以获取。各位旅行者喜欢的话，千万不要错过。哇，逻辑的定制款，你要知道，我从小到大用的都是逻辑的外设，哇，这可太酷了。Michael， 听说你今天应该还给大家带来了一些音乐方面的消息。是的，纳塔音乐也必须在这个环节给大家分享。据我所知啊，纳塔的音乐风格跟枫丹相比起来是要特殊的非常多的。接下来就请旅行者们拿起手边的花生、瓜子、饮料、矿泉水，入席就坐。纳塔交响音乐会。
Okay, I mean, like, I'm so sorry. I appreciate your music and art and all, but I'm just sorry. I'm just here for the news.
可以提前透露一些有趣内容啊。
我也是压力也是相当的大。
哎，今天大家表现都很好嘛，看到我这个老演员是不是可以退休了？
表现是我自我还是不是那么满意，而且压力也是相当的大。不过我觉得如果旅行者们能喜欢我们这次纳塔的内容的话，我觉得效果就已经到位了。
那今天介绍完这个今天的内容啊，我这里还有最后一个问题啊，也是之前问卷中有玩家提到的，就是项目组啊内部对于原神未来有什么样的规划，有没有什么可以提前透露的一些有趣内容啊？
我先说规划的问题吧。在此之前，我想提个题外话。就是在到期版本上线的那一年，我记得有一个海外媒体的朋友有问我一个问题，说这一年的开发感受，如果用一个词来概括的话，你觉得什么样的词最合适？那当时我其实用了一个词叫进化。这个词不光是指我们整个团队为了去做更多原先从未体验过的内容所做出的个人努力，所做出的团队的进化，另一方面其实也是直到今天大家看到的像纳塔这样的内容，也是我们这个进化之路上的其中一小步。那每年我们都会努力的做出一些让大家眼前一亮的有新概念的内容呈现给大家。 那刚才大家也有问，在故事上我们有没有什么长线规划？我们会在未来的旅途上遇到更多的伙伴和敌人。那么他们其中有一些呢，一直活在坊间传闻当中。那还有一些呢，可能迄今为止和玩家只有一面之缘，玩家和他们也不甚了解。那还有一些呢，可能他们对旅行者是陌生的，对于提瓦特的众人也是陌生的。但是这些人和世界的命运之间也是息息相关的。那旅行者前往寻找自己血亲的这个旅途，实际上也会和这个世界之间的联系，因为上述的原因越来越紧密。
那么鸡哥也给我们介绍了很多原神未来的规划，那么也是让我们对未来充满着期待。我们今天的那个前瞻特别节目到这里呢也就接近尾声了。那原神到现在都已经4年了，我也有很多心里话想跟我们旅行者讲。我们一起从2020年的那个秋天启程已经是相伴的走过了4个年头，那共同度过了许多难忘的时刻。那随着这个探索的步伐不断前
Many unforgettable moments. Yeah, like the first anniversary. Copyright music songs? No, I don't think music like this is copyrighted. It's like music that they specifically produce, and like I've used the like Genshin music for the stream, like for many years now, and it's never caused me any issues so far.
那提瓦特的这个大陆也是愈加的这个丰富多彩。那我也相信未来的每一片新的地域每一段新的故事会成为我们最美好的这个回忆那过去的这1年原神项目组和我都是曾经经历了这个焦虑和迷茫的。我们听到了很多的声音有的把原神推上天，有的把原神贬得一无是处这样的声音多了难免让项目组和我都有点不知所措。我自己回想起原神这一路走来其实旅行者的热情、期望与反馈让我们有了不断前行的这个动力也是原神能够不断进步的这个源泉。于是今年上半年原神项目组和我决定去跟世界各地的旅行者面对面聊聊。我们去了很多我们从来没有去过的城市，比如湖北襄阳比如巴西圣保罗在跟全球各地的旅行者面对面的时候，每一位旅行者都非常激动的跟我们分享他们的提瓦特旅程他们有的还在每天体验原神，有的呢只是新版本更新上来体验一下，有的呢已经很久没有来过提瓦特。跟他们聊完制作组和我重新理解了旅行的意义我们的脑子里想起了那句我们终将重逢我们意识到只有对旅行者的陪伴是原神唯一不能改变的，其他一切皆可改变也正是因为有了各位旅行者我们才有机会在未来带来更多精彩优质的内容。最后呢，我们将在8月28日迎来全新的5.0版本火之国纳塔。那这片炙热神秘的土地也是等待。
Wait, August 28th? It's that close? Yeah, wait, Well, it's here. It's basically here. Literally in-game music. Yeah. Let them drink water. They're talking so fast. We ain't in game. I mean, like, okay, then you probably have your music off the whole time. And like, honestly, if I didn't stream, my music would just be off forever. Really, like, if I would probably like try and figure out a way to just delete like the in-game music files from the game files, just because like I want to save up on storage or something. Yeah, like if I didn't stream, but you know, and. I don't know, like I'm sure you guys have seen me do it a bunch of times, right? Like just as I'm starting stream, I go into settings, I turn on music and increase game volume and stuff.
带着每一位勇敢的旅行者前去探索，感谢大家一直以来的支持与陪伴，愿你们的纳塔之旅充满惊喜与期待。旅行者们，我们纳塔见。
What does this mean?
我感觉他们很放松，比我们之前这个我在场的时候要轻松很多。觉得他们很放松，比我们之前这个我在场的时候要轻松很多。
鸡哥怎么回事？都不提前跟我商量一下，还有不是跟我说是综艺效果吗？怎么整的是我啊？
我不知道，龙龙不知道，我只是一条孽龙，你不要来找我。
Okay, this is cringe.
大尾龙要我干的，要找大尾龙去啊！
我不在的时候，他们谈笑风生。
哟。
That's cringe.
好啊，咋了？
像不像 bug 单？
像你的 bug 单，拿着吧你。
我就看你还修不修你 bug。
Bug list.
走，赶紧回去修 bug 去。
看你修 bug。
Oh, in that bug list, probably Nivelet's charged attack, the spin to win tech. The spin to win tech is probably in that bug list. Messages from the cast.
Hello, travelers, and welcome to That Talks. I'm Zach Aguilar,
Okay,
voice.
I think I'm just gonna play this in the background while I get
co-hosting with my
Genshin
friend
loaded up.
and voice of Albedo, Koi Dao.
Huh, friend, huh?
The best friends.
Like that one time you played Wind Trace without me? Hey, everyone!
Genshin
Okay,
Impact invited us to be part of the fourth
is my
anniversary
voice
celebration this year.
like? Can you guys hear
4
me?
years. That's crazy. Wow, I can't believe it's been so long. These past 4 years, I've had the pleasure of delivering some epic grunt sounds as Ether, voicing emotional dialogue in the
Okay,
Archon
okay.
quests,
Yeah,
and
I think
working
I'm just
on
gonna
the
have this
special
playing in the
programs.
background. I won't turn
So
music
many
on
great
just yet.
memories have been made, not only working on the game, but also playing it. What do you think, Koi?
Oh my gosh, 4 years. Wow. You know, I turned
Barfly.
4 years old once.
Barfly.
It was
All right,
awesome.
I understand. It's a typo. I'll probably turn it down a little
Back
bit.
then, I never thought I'd get to voice such a cool and intelligent character in an exciting game like Genshin Impact. We know that many of our fellow castmates have had some fun, sometimes truly unbelievable experiences over the past 4 years. So let's bring in a few special guests to, as Albedo might say, turn the unknown into the known.
Let's do it.
Let's go!
Happy 4-year anniversary, everyone! I'm Kimberly Ann Campbell, the voice of Nahida, and I know what you're thinking. A lot of people are like, wow, you sound so different from
Whoa,
Nahida."
Genshin's so
One time
loud.
During a rare live stream for me, someone in the chat told me to prove that I was actually the voice of Nahida. So, both online and in person at conventions, I get a handful of people who seem to be very surprised that that voice comes out of my body. What can I say? It's just what I sound like. I usually whip out a "everyone hold hands" to prove I'm not lying.
Yeah, that's super relatable. Like, I usually just scream Windblade at people to prove that it's
Windblade.
or make a huh sound.
Or even just in your private moments.
Yeah.
I've heard you scream it.
Exactly. I turn to my right side and I scream Windblade. It helps scare away the demons.
That's weird. You're a weird guy.
Anyways, here's more guests.
Oh, that is
I'm
loud.
so lucky that I get to see a lot of Genshin Impact fans and cosplayers, especially the Raiden Shogun cosplayers, at conventions all over the world. And it's so cute when fans come up to my table and realize that I don't usually sound like her. So
Speaking
someone will
of
come up
Ian
and say,
sucks,
"Oh, are you
I
the
forgot
voice
to
of
change
Raiden
this back.
Shogun?" "Oh yeah, that's me. Can you do a line?" And I'll be like, "Inazuma shines eternal." And watching their eyes light up always makes me smile. Genshin Impact fans are so passionate, and I love you guys.
I personally have a lot to sell.
Oh yeah, you guys probably might not see this because I only have OBS set to like taking in, or sorry, like outputting Genshin like as a window, but I have the video, the YouTube video, in picture on my screen.
Celebrate. When Genshin Impact dropped, almost immediately my life began to change in a measurable way. I began to meet more and more people, online, at conventions, and honestly, in my daily life, who are so passionate about this game. And I've learned that I love to sneak up on Genshin Impact cosplayers, and then when I'm right behind them, say something like, "This is an age of gods and monsters. I wish not for dominion, yet I cannot watch the common folk suffer."
Oh man,
I mean, the reality.
Keith Silverstein's voice, man. Dude, I still can't get over Keith Silverstein's voice. It's still so cool.
Actions are genuinely priceless. And I frequently hear from people online that that was one of the highlights of their con. I meet people that are so excited about this game that they literally tear up. I mean, honestly, how lucky am I to be a part of something like that?
Okay, I think this is loud enough.
Aw, that's so sweet. And that is such a funny thing to do at conventions. Can you imagine sneaking up on people and suddenly speaking in voice? Except I just get really shy.
Yeah.
Who else we got?
Okay, first off, I want to give a big thank you to the team at Genshin Impact for letting me play.
Oh, it's Nivelet, voice actor, English VA. Oh man. Okay. I mean, I don't blame the guy. I don't know how those grunts came to be. there was probably some miscommunication somewhere. Like he was probably told that like the character he'd be playing was going to be like a Claymore character, like holding a giant sword or something, and then like they were like, well, we already recorded it, so like here it is. Can you imagine sneaking up on people and start yapping about furry? All right, I cannot imagine actually. I write the script and they sound out loud, and words the way, wait, and the way they say it is cringe so equal. Where's Spartan at? Spartan hasn't been as active here in chat in a while. Like, he's probably busy. Yeah, probably busy with college. From what I remember, he went to college in a different city. Yeah, that's probably why.
The most beautiful man I have ever seen. Curiously, Roulette is a prized one.
Oh, game is so loud.
It does have a range of subtle emotional beats, true cathartic twists. Nothing about him can possibly compare to the elephant seal.
Okay, I'm gonna have to turn down the game volume.
The month of Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal changed my life forever. Genshin Impact fans are so polite whenever I meet them. They never ask me to say it, but of course I always do. And their gratitude about, he said the thing, is always a palpable delight. Alright, let's do it. Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. Thank you.
Okay.
He said the thing! He said the thing!
He did say the thing. You say the thing.
Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale. Yippee! Yippee! So who's the most beautiful man you've ever seen, Zach? There's a correct answer.
When I looked into your eyes, Koi.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
I knew that the most beautiful man I ever saw was the reflection in your eyes, me!
I knew it. I knew it. I knew that's where it was going.
Hair flip.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. And what an awesome 4 years of Genshin Impact.
So much happening.
Yeah.
We've got some surprises in store, so stay tuned for other Teyvat Talks.
Teyvat Talks.
Stay tuned, all right?
It seems really unscripted.
Welcome to Teyvat Talks. I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz, the English voice of Lumine, and joining me are my lovely co-hosts, Crystal and Jenny. Yay! Hi everybody, Crystal Lee here. I voice Clarande,
Oh, the deep voice?
champion
That was Zach Aguilar.
It is me. I have returned. It is Jenny Okobori. I am the voice of Yoimiya. And I hope this anniversary sparks joy with all of you out there.
I see what you did there.
Speaking of the anniversary, how are you two celebrating this amazing milestone?
Oh, one heck of a milestone. 4 years? That's like enough to get a bachelor's degree. I mean, I'm gonna celebrate my graduation from Genshin Impact University. That's what I'm doing. I don't know about you guys. What about you, Sarah? That's amazing. I haven't planned anything
English nibble.
yet, but I'm sure
Grunts
I'll
because
play
he
more
pushes
Genshin
water
Impact.
out of his body.
Come on, you've been in this game for
I mean, like, dude, everyone does that, right? Like, doesn't everyone push water out of their body?
So, I mean, listen. So, Crystal, you mentioned that you're gonna graduate. I think I'm gonna enroll in grad school so I can stay here for as long as I can.
Yes,
I'm
for
enjoying my
sure.
time.
I mean, that's the best move. Get that PhD.
Also,
Get that postdoc.
I am very much a person that is motivated by sweet little treat culture, and so I just want to know when my next sweet little treat's gonna be. And so I
Ain't no way it was Zach that said it. No, really.
Get one of the like Genshin Impact.
I was very surprised too. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Hang on. This, yeah. Okay.
Did say the thing. Mécanique d'analyse
Oratrice mécanique. He said the thing!
He did say the thing. You say the thing.
Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
Right? Are they just talking about beautiful men, or is it just me? I'm gonna jump off a cliff, lol. And live stream has this too. No, like from oh, Japan. I don't actually know, but I do know that the Chinese special program didn't have any of this. Doesn't have it. Oh, I see.
Hello, it is me. And I hope this anniversary sparks joy with all of you out there.
I see what you did there.
Speaking of the anniversary, how are you two celebrating this amazing milestone?
Oh, one heck of a milestone. 4 years? That's like enough to get a bachelor's degree. I mean, I'm gonna celebrate my graduation from Genshin Impact University. That's what I'm doing. I don't know about you guys. What about you, Sarah?
That's amazing. I haven't planned anything specific yet, but I'm sure I'll play more Genshin Impact as usual. Come on, you've been in this game since the
should
beginning.
see your twin, Sarah.
Nothing? No, listen. I've been looking for him for 4 long years. Okay?
So I mean, listen. So, Crystal, you mentioned that you're
that's
going to
everything
graduate.
on
I
this
think
account.
I'm gonna enroll in grad school, so I can stay here for
Right
as long
back.
as I can.
Just switching to my account.
Sure. Because that's the best move. Get that PhD. Get that
Also,
postdoc.
What I like about them is they actually feel like friends and not just colleagues. I'm sure some of them are friends. Because like,
treat's gonna be, and so I think I want to indulge in.
what's so if you've ever seen someone on YouTube called Enthralpy, I think is how his name's pronounced. Like there's somebody on YouTube named Enthralpy, and like his videos are basically like he makes 3D animations using the Genshin character models of the English VAs when they play together, like when they stream together, when they play together, like and it's generally very funny. It's generally very funny. And it's I don't know, it's so, I think it's funnier than even watching the actual streamers' faces, because I get to see the Genshin characters and like interacting with each other as if they're real people. And like through Enthralpy, I found out that the English VAs actually do quite often, like they stream or like they play together, like certain games, like shoot, what was that, like the what game was that where there's like an imposter thing? I don't remember. I don't know like why the name of the game is slipping my mind right now. Oh wait, I think. Oh no, I didn't use my resin yet. All right. RJ's the imposter, clearly. Almost like a fake. Among Us. Oh, dude. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I've never played Among Us before. Them being like actual friends and stuff, like I don't think that's the case really, because like they don't really talk about like anything personal, right? Like they just talk about like Genshin stuff. They were probably just given like cue cards, like okay, here are your topics, just talk about it. And obviously they're voice actors and actresses, so they know how to act. They're literally called actors and actresses. And like I said, they also quite often they also seem to quite often play with each other. Of course you haven't. You're not 12.
One of the like, Genshin Impact birthday cakes they send you on your birthdays. Keep looking at them, and I want one.
Hey, grown men can play Among Us too.
Let's go ahead and
Just look at Twitch.
Say about this momentous occasion.
Yay!
Happy anniversary, Genshin Impact! I'm so humbled to be part of such a vast world and talented cast. When
Oh, this is
for Chiori, I
Chiori.
felt such a connection to her inner strength as a fellow AFAB business owner who is often told they are intimidating, who was discouraged at the beginning of their career, and who has big aspirations. Throughout the recording, Chiori has continued to inspire me through her bold and individualistic style, and I hope to have brought a bit of me to you all through her.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Wait, that's
I
lovely.
love that.
I love Brittany.
That is so great.
Such an amazing picture. I really like how
Oh, about what you said, Chokoshu, about the Japanese VAs being more on the professional side of work. Yeah, I think I can see like why you'd say something like that. Yeah, because like Japanese VAs, like they treat their jobs as like it's a job, and like yeah, like they take it super seriously. And I don't know, like I can't say I don't think I can say what I don't think I can say that Japanese voiceovers are always better than English ones. I think it's just mostly because like when we see like I think it's mostly a subjective one, and it's like Japanese voiceovers just feel a lot more at home when we see like an anime aesthetic kind of piece of media, right? Like a video game that has like an anime art style or something, or an actual anime, right? Like it's just something that we've always seen for a very long time, so it feels a lot more familiar. But hey, I could be wrong. Maybe it's just a preference thing that more people just prefer to see anything that looks like anime just spoken in Japanese. Or I don't know, like maybe the Japanese VAs really are truly just better. Who knows, right? Like I don't know. But yeah, from what I understand, like they do take their jobs super seriously over there, aka Japanese people everywhere. Dubbing is big in Japan. I mean, like, isn't everything, right? Like, even, oh, dude, even VTubing, right? Like, okay, obviously, it's not only, you don't only find VTubing companies in Japan. I understand there's a bunch in, like, other countries, too. But, like, they're really big in Japan. I guess like I would say it's really big because I think most of the voiceover work in Japan is for anime. Most of it, not all of it, obviously, but like most of it, right, is for anime. And I think everyone around the world just knows that anime is Japan's thing. It's like anime is like Japan's Hollywood. So, yeah, I think that's why. Or at least like, that's one of the reasons. And in the same way that K-pop is Korea's thing, yeah, so sort of something like that. And cheap cheap labor is China's thing too. And the stars are the VAs. Yeah, right. Gambling is Las Vegas thing. Yep. You're right. Okay. I don't know if I'll actually do Abyss today. What did I... Where's this? Okay. What did I put this stream? Playlist did I put this stream on? This news world exploration. Oh yeah, that's right. I was thinking of doing Emelie's story quest on at least one of the accounts on one of my accounts today. And I was thinking of doing Abyss on at least one of my accounts. Okay, I'll probably do Abyss on this one. So, wait, did the Abyss lineup changed, right? You can do Abyss pretty fast. It's really easy. Really? Burning opponents. Crit rate is increased by 15. Crit damage by 30. Jeez. Just free stats right there from having burning enemies. The Abyss pretty fast. Really? Okay. I'm assuming these have not changed. Yeah, okay. Floor 9 and 10, still the same. Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay. There. This, and this. Oops. Oh, you know what? Here. Just did a duo for floor 12. Duo. Oh, you mean like one character each side? I missed. My second E didn't hit anything. Two characters each side. Oh, I see. All right. I haven't actually looked at the lineup yet, so I still don't know. You know, I'm still looking forward to a Nahida rerun. There's so many characters. There's so many reruns that I'm like sort of just waiting for. Nahida rerun, Arlecchino rerun, Nivelette rerun. D6 Kaza and Arlecchino? Oh, nice. At least you only got 2 characters left to go. I mean, I'm still waiting for a bunch of reruns, actually. Like, so obviously there's the character reruns, but there's also like so many weapons that I'm waiting to rerun. Like, okay, Jade Cutter. I know Jade Cutter is like old news, but I still want Jade Cutter. I got no reruns waiting. Oh yeah, the reruns don't wait, man. We're waiting for the reruns. Been working on my DPS Kazuha builds for the past few weeks. I've been kind of like working on getting like a hybrid Kazuha build for like on and off for the last long while now. Are you convinced now to pull on the weapon banner just because the one fate, or you just want Jade Cutter? I mean, like both. Both. Like, I don't know when they will ever rerun Jade Cutter. I have a feeling that they will, like, the next time we see Jade Cutter will probably be in a Chronicle banner. If they ever decide to do another Chronicle banner. And if not, then I actually don't know when we'll ever see Jade Cutter. Yeah. And yeah. Jade Cutter might be possible on Capitano's banner. Why Capitano? Wouldn't he have his own signature 5-star? Oh, that Xingqiu burst was unnecessary. I keep forgetting the Xingqiu burst thing there is unnecessary. Chiori rerun? You want Chiori? Wait for Albedo rerun for Jade Cutter. And yeah, that's the problem though. It's like, when will we ever get an Albedo rerun? I don't think it'll happen like at all. What are the 5-stars that got Jade Cutter? What do you mean 5 stars that got Jade Cutter? Five stars that are paired with Jade Cutter banner? Only Albedo. Because like before Albedo, Jade Cutter was only ever on the weapon banner way back then when we only had one banner each time. And we didn't have dual banners. Because like it was the time when we would have like one of the two banners on the one of the two weapons on the weapon banner would be like the signature weapon of the 5-star of the single banner character. Of the character of the 5-star on the single banner. And then the other weapon would just be like some random weapon. Some random 5-star. Like, in fact, recently I started thinking about like I think it was yesterday's stream or like the other day, I don't remember, where I took a look at the banner history and I started thinking I saw what was Memory of Dust, and then I realized, oh yeah, that's right, this weapon exists. And then I thought, wow, this weapon is never ever rerunning again. Because like that weapon doesn't belong to anyone. Memory of Dust, it's not a great weapon. It's all, I mean, like, it's also not terrible. Okay, new lineup, let's see. Any defense? Okay. Chamber 1. I guess no element. No element checks. Isn't the Jade Cutter well deserved to be a standard weapon? I don't know. I think it's too good to be a standard weapon. I mean, I wouldn't, I wouldn't complain if they put it on the standard banner, but I think it's too good. It's too good to be a standard banner weapon. Memory of Dust belongs to Guizhong. Yeah, but, obviously she's not playable. Crystallize, yes, very nice. Elk. Made an oopsie. What if they rerun the Kaching banner with the Jade? The Kaching banner. I mean, maybe. Who knows? Maybe. It's very possible. It's possible. I mean, it's okay. What I'm saying is possible is not them rerunning the Kaching banner, but like Jade Cutter might come together with Kaching if they ever reran the Kaching banner. Crystallize. I just saw 24k fall damage. Okay, my wrist is hurting. Dude. Man. So it seems to be mostly my index finger, ring finger, and middle finger. Yeah, index, middle, and ring finger that is making my wrist hurt. Like, I don't know what's going on. Hainar India have their limited banner. Limited banners first, but Kaching is already a standard character before the Kaching banner. Long stream today? Is it? No, we've only been going for 2 hours 20 minutes so far. I think it's going to be kinda long because I still have stuff to do. Like after this, I'm going to be doing the what's it called? Emilie's story quest on one of my accounts. Let me think. What else? Exploration, Abyss, events. Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna be doing the event, the combat event on maybe my second and third accounts. I don't think it's been fully unlocked yet, but I want to at least get it up to date on those accounts. I mean, you did 8 hours ago too. I did, yeah. Like, it wasn't one long continuous stream though. Do these guys have high hydro res? Or does my Nivelette just suck so bad? Super depressed? Oh man. I'm sorry to hear that, Asuna. Is it still about the thing? Or is it about something else? They can gain 70% hydro resistance if they absorb hydro. Absorb hydro? How do they absorb hydro? Business is actually hard for beginners. Oh yeah, definitely. But once you start to get used to it, really, it starts to get really satisfying. Because business is like a lot of problem solving. And once you start to get used to it, you start to encounter problems, and then like you realize, oh, this is how to solve it. Like, you come up with a solution to it, and then like your solution actually works, and like it starts to get more and more satisfying, and like you start to gain more and more confidence. Oh, this thing. Oh, it's the new world boss. Okay. And greater. What should I? Okay. I think I know what kind of team I want to use. I handled 2 clients today. Both of them declined. Well, it's just, it's part of the job. Come on, jump over here. No, you're not jumping. Did the most damage for a certain element, they start to absorb the element. It was dealt with. Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you, Ivy. Appreciate it, man. What is the American looking? What? What is the American looking girl? What is that? Like gotcha, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Yeah, exactly. And often, most of the time when you lose, it's like you just lose a little bit of time here, a little bit of face there, right? Sometimes though, you will lose a lot of time and effort. But when you win, It's a very big win. Everest, sorry, brain rot. Hey, I mean, like, we can't reduce resistances on hydro enemies, right? Obviously, we can't swirl. I panicked. I panicked. Oh no! I don't actually know if that went through. I don't. Okay, I think Raiden's dead. Okay, I'm gonna see first. Oh, this is like floor 11. Or was it 10? Oops. Accidentally pressed E. Oh my, I already used my skill. Alright, let's heal up Kuki a little bit. Wait, I didn't use my burst? Oh, what? Raiden didn't die. Okay, we're good. We're good. I shouldn't have bursted on Xiangling first. Oh god, that hurts. Oops. Come on. Use your skill. Thank you. Overload. Oh dear. We don't have any bursts. None of my bursts are ready. Oops. Oh, I got it. Oops, well, there she goes. And there goes everyone. Imagine Bennett stops the fight between Mavuika and Capitano. Just Bennett goes in there with the big thumbs up on the ground, right? What's his voice line again? Like, what are his voice lines for using the burst? Bennett, by the way, sounds like he sounds like English Naruto. Right? Like kind of, not super very, but kinda. I'm going in. I can't do it. Like it sounds like a woman voice. Like it sounds like a woman's voice. Honestly, I can't do it. I don't actually know what this guy does. Like, I'm just okay. What I'm doing right now is I'm avoiding what I think looks like attacks. I think these are okay. This is a lot of HP that I think I'm taking off right now. Because this guy seems to have a lot of resistance. Okay, that's not a lot of resistance anymore. Well, there it goes. What is this abyss, dude? Okay, you guys were right. This was fast. Dude. The shield's thick. It is a thick boy. The enemy didn't exist before? No, no, it did, it did. It came out in 4.7? Or 6? I don't know. It's this thing. This guy. RJ, the weapon of Wika was holding. Is it a craftable claymore? I actually thought that too. Like earlier today, when I saw the craftable weapons, and then I kind of thought like that looks very similar, but also kind of not really. I'm not sure really. I'm not sure. Played Bennett's Hangout story. Started grinding primos from Hangouts, dude. Best of luck, Stella. The Hangouts are like some of them are kind of easy. But some of them are kind of a nightmare. Dude, this abyss was like... Yeah, fast food. It was easy. What is this abyss? Okay. Alright. Time to do the other accounts then. Oh, you know what? I still have not done the Imaginarium Theater on my third account. Although I might not do it today though. I think I might just do Emelie's story quest today. Gonna hit the bed, see ya. Oh, alright. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. Actually, yeah, not just now, but like the previous stream today. Thanks for hanging out with us, Chokushu. Take care, man. Quickly finished Bennett's, and I need Chongyun's popsicles. Chongyun's what? I'm sorry. I haven't done Bennett's. It's been a very long time since I've done Bennett. Since I did Bennett's hangout. So like, what is this all about? Darn it, the guy ran away. As then playing Chongyun's hangout, he had tasty popsicle snacks. Oh, those things. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was in Bennett's hangout. Yeah, Chongyun's like, from what I remember, like the popsicles he eats are like a part of his. They're like a part of his exorcism thing. Why is Aloy's card like orange? Because I don't know. It's okay. Obviously, Aloy is from a different game, right? Like she's from a Sony game, and I'm assuming Aloy being in Genshin is also part of like the Sony MiHoYo kind of deal for Genshin to be on the PlayStation. Sad no rerun for it. That's what a lot of people were sort of memeing at when we first got Aloy. Aloy was just given for free. People, like, we didn't get to wish for her. She was just given for free. Oh dear. Why not bring Dendro Traveler? Why would you? Oh, hey, what's up, Amazing Horse? Good to see you again, man. Dendro Traveler, I don't want to. I don't have him built. He's just not... I mean, he's good. In fact, in some situations, I actually would prefer him. It's just that he doesn't do any damage. And his burst, if I'm fighting enemies that have large pyro AoE attacks, there's always a chance that they might pop Dendro Traveler's burst. And then I would have to go through a rotation with no Dendro app. Hmm. Speaking of apps, Oh, Dendro apps. How are Yanfei's apps? When you say app, I'm assuming you're talking about her application, her Pyro application. Okay. All right. Um, I've never really used Yanfei, like DPS Yanfei. I think her Pyro application is just a little too fast for Xingqiu only as your for only Xingqiu as your Hydro app. You will occasionally, vape some of her Pyro hits, but in most case, like most of the time, it'll be Xingqiu's Rain Swords that'll be vaping. I think both Xingqiu and Yelan might be enough for Yanfei to vape like her hits, a lot of her hits. If not a lot, then most of, if not all. I can't seem to find Charlotte. Oh, there she is. Oops. Why am I using the trial nivelet? What if I were to add more? It's been so long I forgot how she plays. Basically you want to get her to like 3 sigils. Like there's like 3 floating things around her. And once you have 3 of that, you get maximum stamina like reduction for like stamina consumption when you do a charged attack. Ideally, you want to do charged attacks on her. That's like where most of her multipliers are coming from. But obviously, Catalyst user, charged attack, takes up a lot of stamina, right? And like the sigils basically just reduce how much stamina her charged attacks cost. What if I want to add Mona? It's been so long, I forgot how she plays. Mona? So you mean Xingqiu and Mona? In that case, I'm not sure really. Like Mona's Hydra is pretty slow. And it's got a very short uptime. Sure. My pleasure, man. I'm not entirely sure about those, by the way, okay? Because, like, you know me, right? I mean, I guess you don't know me as much as, like, some of the other guys here. But I am basically a feels crafter and not a theory crafter. Okay. You guys have probably seen me walk towards the wall for no reason at all, like at least 4 times. This like within the last half hour. I'm gonna let you guys take a guess as to why. Okay, I did it again. Must be staring at feet again. No. I am staring. Yes, but mostly at the inside of my eyelids. Oh man, I thought I could do like Emilie's story quest on at least one of my accounts, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that anymore. Oh, there he goes again. I did it again. I did it again. Oops, I did it again. I walked towards the wall. Oh man, okay. Yeah, I'm certainly not gonna be able to do Emilie's story quest on one more account today. I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. Jeez. Oh man, I might have to do my what's it called? Resin stuff on my third account tomorrow, just off stream. Man, I don't know how much more I got left in me, man. I've been walking straight at the wall like over and over again over the last 20 minutes. I don't think I got anything left in me, man. But hey, 5.0 quality of life updates, dude. Actual, for real, really, really good. I'm so excited. So excited. Man, I don't even know where to begin. There's so much to unpack. Anyway, yeah, if you guys need any help building your characters accounts, making a decision on which branch to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Links in the description of all my videos, bots, and streams, and in the pinned message in YouTube chat. If you want my personal opinion, you can ping me over there. My name is Elvis Einstein. Of course, you can ask for other people's opinions too. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Nighty night. Oh, I'm assuming it's night where you are too. Amazing. All right. Hey, good night, man. Good night, everyone. Or day or afternoon, wherever you are. Bye. Take care. Don't be a stranger.